Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome to Intro to Prezi. This is our first time doing a webcast of one of our workshops here in CTRL's TLR. This is the Introduction to Prezi workshop, and it looks like we don't have any viewers right now, even though you're there. I see you here.
Ooh, that's interesting.
But there's no viewers here. Yeah. Yeah, log in there and say. Doesn't look like we actually have anyone here. Which means if you did sign up and you are there, you should schedule a one-on-one consultation with us. And the easiest way to do that is to go to the CTRL website. I'm going to run through the beginning part of mine of Intro to Prezi though, because in the very least you can get a sense of what Prezi can do, even if you aren't here for the one-on-one tutorial. You can at least get a sense of what Prezi does. And Prezi is pretty cool, which is why we wanted to show you how it worked in the first place. So you should now see my introduction to Prezi. You should see my Prezi screen. Is that right? You see that? Okay, great. So let me see. All right. What is Prezi? So the easiest way to explain Prezi is that it is an Adobe Flash-based presentation application that lives completely online. That means as a web-based application that lives online, that means that no matter where you go, as long as you have an internet connection, you'll have access to your Prezis. And one of the things that distinguishes Prezi from something like PowerPoint is that it has a canvas. Yeah. So it has what distinguishes Prezi from something like PowerPoint is that it has a canvas interface rather than a linear interface that PowerPoint works with. Prezi has a canvas which allows you to zoom in and out and move in multiple dimensions on that canvas. So a way to get you and your students out of a rut is to really present dynamic concepts using Prezi's interface, canvas-based interface, to do that. So here's my example of how you can use a Prezi. If I were going to explain to my students the Bakhtin's notion of dialogism, I could just have a slide that had Bakhtin's notion of dialogism on it. I could just have it there and it could just live there. Or I could explain to them that it is based on a model that considers the past, okay, just as important as the future for considering the way that people talk, right? All utterances are based on both the past and the present. And so the past and the future. And so to understand any utterance that occurs right now, we have to understand the relationship between what has been said in the past and what might be said or done in the future. Okay, that's just a little example of what you can do with Prezi. So why Prezi? It allows you to tap into the four modes of learning in a very non-linear way. For students who are visual learners, for students who are oral learners, for students who learn via read or write, or who are kinesthetic learners, Prezi is really in a dynamic way to bring a new way of learning to your classroom. And it also allows you to create a media-rich environment and synchronous presentations that are really easy to share. One of the most interesting features, I think, of Prezi is that you can present remotely. So if you have, if I were to share this link with you as I'm going through the presentation, you can follow along in your own web browser with me. Okay. And one of the other reasons that I think Prezi is a really great tool is that it sets you apart from the crowd. While everyone else is using PowerPoint, you are using Prezi. So there are some reasons why Prezi might not work for you. It has very poor accessibility features for individuals who are blind or who have visual impairments. There's a significant learning curve. There's a learning curve. If you're not comfortable with web-based apps generally, then Prezi might present kind of a problem for you. But there are some ways, there are some kind of really easy some kind of easy templates that you can follow, and we are here in CTRL to really help you along. Now, if your presentation is happening in a place, obviously, where the internet connection is poor or the computers aren't up to date, then that could also prevent you from presenting your Prezi. It also requires some basic knowledge of design principles, so as not to create Prezis